We've got a hot topic in group today. It's control. The women in the starting over house must realize that in order to grow, they must give up control, something they seem to have a real hard time doing.
So how we doing, ladies? How we living today?
Good.
Good? I wanted to just do a little follow-up with you today, Miss Kim, because yesterday was a rough day. And I don't know how everybody else in the room got it. I got a lot of the roughness. Thinking back, do you have any awarenesses about why your initial action was so violent?
Well, I think that I had a lot of little things building up that I was upset about, and instead of really releasing them or talking about them, you know, that's usually what I tend to do. Then one other thing happens, and then that's when I go off.
So what's the awareness?
Well, just that I need to take care of one thing at a time instead of letting everything build up. Mm-hmm. And I want to apologize to you because I probably didn't act the best, and I don't feel very good about myself that I acted like that. And I apologized to everybody in the house and, you know, told them that, you know, I probably shouldn't have acted like that I was, you know, in a bad mood all day. And they were all very supportive and understood, and everybody took their jewelry off and tried to support me, so it was very nice.
What I would ask you for is just honor and respect. What we want to work towards is appropriate ways to honor what's going on, to deal with what we're feeling. Which brings me to our topic for the day. What is the issue with control?
Control is preached to everybody. Like, everybody thinks that control is the main thing of life. Like, everybody has to have control.
Okay, talk to me about you in your life. How do you control what's going on in your life?
Like a bank to let me be able to open an account with them and me snapping because it doesn't work right.
So you snap. When things aren't going your way, you get snappy.
Yeah, I get mad.
You get snappy. I'm looking for the behavior. So what you do is you snap. You.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
I can.
Okay. Okay. What do you do, Tawanda?
I shut down.
Okay, so you withdraw and withhold. Okay. What do you do, Sommer?
I'm like a salesman. I try to sell what I want so that everybody will go my way instead of this way.
Okay, so you manipulate. What do you do, Kim?
I blow.
Yeah.
I call it flipping out.
Right. Okay, but you
And then I also withdraw
Okay.
and ignore.
Okay. So you blow up, ignore, withdraw. Yeah, because I had to call you on that yesterday. And you honored that. So would you be willing, and do you trust each other enough to call one another? Can you receive it?
I do, and I'm the newest one.
Yes, however, to me, it's not about the trust thing. It's about feeling that you're going to hurt the next person's feelings.
Tawanda is obviously having a hard time with me and my affair. I am so bad at conflict, but I am so not willing to live in a house with somebody who isn't going to speak to me.
You want to control how somebody else's feels, so you don't say what honors you to control their feelings.
So is it controlling when you don't want to hurt their feelings?
Yes, because you're assuming that they can't handle what you're going to say. If I'm your sister, brother, mother, lover, husband, friend, and I know, boy, if I say this to her, she's going to freak out, she's going to break plates, I'm not going to say it to you.
Right.
So
Right.
in your way of setting it up and your behavior, you're controlling, A, how much information you receive, who you receive the information from, and what happens to you. It's a control mechanism. Do you 6 ladies here in this process together trust each other enough to tell each other the truth? That's my question. Kim, tell the truth. It's okay.
Yes.
You do? Okay. Sine? Sommer? Okay. Jennifer?
I trust enough to receive the truth, but I'm afraid of their reaction when I tell the truth.
Do you trust everybody in here? And you, Josie?
I don't trust the feedback I get from everyone, but I trust that I tell everyone the truth.
Oh, so you really are in control, big time.
I don't see how that's control. I don't know everyone well enough here to base what I tell them off of their feelings. I'll speak from my heart, but I don't know if that's what I can get in return.
If you're speaking from your heart, why would you expect anything less from everybody else's?
I don't expect anything less.
You just put it on the floor. You just said, I don't trust.
When you hear one thing and they tell you one, and then when you walk away and you hear something else, that makes me distrust you, but I'm being fully honest to you.
Okay, so we got a little, we have a little undercurrent going on here. Would that be accurate?
Because if I'm standing in one room and you tell me one thing, and as soon as I turn my back, I hear you say another, and it's basically contradicting what you said to me, I'm not going to trust anything else that comes out of your mouth. Because you're saying whatever fits whoever you're telling it to.
Who are the two people that you trust more in this room than anybody else?
That I trust more? T.
T. And the one you trust the least?
Kim.
Kim. So how does it make you feel when you hear 5 women in this room say that they trust you, but you just said you don't trust them?
I don't think they're being true to themselves. I don't think some people are answering honestly.
Okay. Now you see, you just said that, right? You don't know if that hurt somebody's feelings, but you did share it. Do you get that? Because that was honest for you. Not trying to control the reaction or the response. Just share what you feel honestly. That may have hurt somebody's feelings.
No, that's not my intention.
Okay, good.
My intentions is for everyone to be truthful to me like I am to them.
Good. I'm glad you just had that practice of sharing what you feel honestly without worrying about anybody else's feelings.